Today we're playing with Zurgo Thunder's Decree. It's a 3 mana 2/4 in red, white and black, which is Mardu, with the new keyword Mobilize. Mobilize is whenever this creature attacks, create, tapped, and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature tokens. We have 2. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Zurgo's ability allows the tokens to not be sacrificed, so they stay on the board. The synergy with this deck is other creatures with Mobilize, because we can have them already on the board, play our commander, and they don't die. Also, we want creatures that generate value when we have multiples. For example, Anthems. Anthems are very good. As finishers, we have Heroic Reinforcements. One of the key things with Zurgo is he's 3 mana. 3 mana is a special number because there's a lot of reanimation spells for creatures that has mana of 3 or less. So we can return from the graveyard our commander multiple times. We have 4 spells that can return. So we're not that afraid if our commander dies. We have other creatures that make tokens or synergize with tokens. And it's very important in the deck to have removal as well. So any big creature, we can remove it. Even the 1-cost spells, because they can take out small blockers. So first, we're going to be playing with the budget version. The only rare in our deck is Zurgo. This version I actually like pretty much. The biggest downside is not really our creatures and spells, are the lands. So if you're gonna do an upgrade with this deck, I highly advise is to upgrade the lands. Especially in a 3-color deck, we want to be hitting our lands. We have a little bit too many basics, but they can still work. So we're gonna try how many games we can win with the budget version. I'm trying out the budget version of this deck, see if it works. The biggest problem are the lands. I'll keep. Especially in a 3-color deck. I'm gonna tap land now. I'm probably losing the creature or the removal. Playing against Braves. This makes creatures, makes me sacrifice them. That's the problem. See, it's just a full discard deck. We have to discard a card. We don't need double red. No problem. Player commander. Is the full removal. Let's see how many rares we play. Because the problem also with budget versions is if they're high-powered decks, yeah, making me discard, decline, no problems. He is gonna try to play Braids, so I think what we do is kill the guy, revive our commander, and play the land. So if he tries to Brave me, I can take Brave out. It's just mono black removal. Ooh, what do we give up? I think at this point we give up. Use it just full. Discard. He wants to play Braids. Gonna cost him. Alright, so let's play. Let's fight. I'm suspicious where I think he has a reanimation spell. Let's hold our land in case he has another discard spell. Yep, one discard spell. This is full discard. Alright, Richie. Definitely take out the Preacher here. And the blocker. Ooh, great. Because he's full discard, let's discard all our creatures. So he does have a couple of rares. Ooh, that's a top deck. So it looks like even if you're playing budget, you're against pretty high power level decks. Oh, there's a bunch of rares. But we're still able to pull it off. We lucked out with our removal. We actually won with a budget deck. Only commons and uncommons. Okay, we don't have red. But we have a decent card. Hopefully we can draw the red. Go for black. We drew another basic. We're not drawing well. Here's the issue. We can go for the hit, but I think it is better to make a rat token. Try to just stall out. And we need one more red. That's the problem, of course. The budget decks is sometimes we don't draw the right lands. Okay, that's pretty good. We do have pretty good blocks if we go Heroic Reinforcements. It's the most mana efficient, I like it. We get to be defensive here. Go with the crew. Next turn we can go Imodane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he pumps his board. Gotta do some math. Banner is not, can hit white. Or we can try to go Zurgo and wide. Because if he can hit white, he may go for blocks. Option number 2 is we make 2 knights. Okay, we go you and make the knights. We don't have the mana. Let's try and make some knights here. We need to go set up a board. Next turn, I want to play the banner for white, and then make blockers. He does get a lot of blockers, unfortunately. So he has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, interesting. He goes for that play. We definitely want to block here. Because it's potential blocker. He wants to spend an extra spell, it's fine. So we have potentially 4 blockers. If these 4 go with Imodane, we can force him to block. But we're gonna just be punching him for 3-4. If we lose all 4, that's 4 damage. Imodane will most likely hit, so that's a 3, 6, 7. I think that's our way out. Go white, like Imodane. And we force blocks. A lot of creatures die. Ooh, he didn't block well. Alright, very good. There he didn't count the creatures that died. He could have survived. Against Urza, Lord Protector. 2 lands, no creatures, more removal. I don't like it too much. This is better. Play a tap land first unless he plays a creature. Yeah, my experience in playing the deck is rough. The queue really does not consider if your wild card. You're using rares, commons. Probably my biggest conclusion. 2-4. I can take him out. Do I need red or more black? I think we play a white. Player command. Especially if there's no spell. Even if he dies, we can get him back. This one tries to play for the merge with the Might Stone. They meld, I mean. Meld. So he taps out for this play. Quite honestly, don't agree. I can play 4, but what we're gonna do... Oh, we have to. Okay, let's hit. He gets his life back. Torch does 3, so we need him to block. So let's bargain. Let's hit this. Sack a token. Yeah, I like it. And let's hit him for 1. Here, if our commander dies, we can get him back. It's not the end of the world. I feel like he's in desperation mode. Does he keep that removal? No. Why doesn't he keep that removal? Here we don't want to go... Let's put it on you. Mobilize. I think it is time to start the Monstrous Rage. Try to pressure his life total. So now we threaten to revive. We're gonna be at 6 mana, so we can revive and we can this exile. Has to pay 4, so we get a hit here. How much damage are we doing? 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 doesn't do the difference. Okay. It doesn't, at this point, doesn't really matter. Taking a lot of damage. From graveyard to the battlefield. It's until end of turn. Okay. Here we force his hand. Will he pay the 1? He's gonna just draw it. So he is gonna activate the Silex that leaves him only 2. So we're gonna decline. We are going to bring him back. I'd like to pay the 4. Is it possible? I need to pay 1 white. I'd like to pay the 3. Oh, but I need to pay 2, 2. Yeah, this is enough. And we can pressure. I like this. Instead of the white, we play the 2. Doesn't matter. We need to pressure lethal. And we can protect our commander. Okay, huge, huge, huge. Because this gives hexproof. So he has to play another artifact to take out the other creature. Not enough.
It's vital to success.
Alright. How much are we doing here? That's 5. It's not enough. We do 4, 5. We can do 8. We can take him out. It's gonna be very difficult. Let's see. Just gotta make him have it. Here, what we have to do is just collect the board. If he has a board wipe, he has it. He is gonna play multiple spells. We just have to make sure we have enough creatures. He wins. If he has a board wipe, he wins the game. It is what it is. He can play multiple artifacts. It may not be enough. Alright, it's not that bad. Because we can play you. Commander. Who knows? We can win. He's drawing a lot of cards. He can easily take out 2 of mine. I believe this counts, yes. Oh, we were so close. Maybe over.
Better to fight alongside friends than against them.
Yeah, he plays another one. I think it's over.
Spend this mana wisely.
We're looking to see if we can draw a burn spell. If we draw a burn spell, we can win. If not, it's over.
Dominaria's treasures will aid
The fact we got very close with the budget deck is pretty good. Pretty memorable. Yeah, we drew a land. Alright, good game. Okay, we already played the budget version. This is the upgraded version. We have our upgraded lands and we went from 5 basics to only 3 and 2 each. So we can consistently hit the colors we need. And for upgrades, we also have better creatures now that really helps us in the anthems, helps us mobilize more consistently, especially as our commander allows these tokens not to die. As for the budget to the rare version, the lands are the biggest upgrade really. Without the lands, having a lot of tap lands becomes a big issue. Other the big upgrades are your token doublers, which is Roaming Throne and the enchantment. Wingcrag Siege that allows us to double our triggers. We still have our reanimation package, we have our removal, which is cheap. And Voice of Victory really is an all-star in this deck. It's an excellent card into blue decks. If they tap out, we play this card and they cannot counter our spells anymore. And forces them to use interaction on the Voice of Victory. Cards I don't know if I like too much. It's definitely Avenge of the Fallen. It's more of a combo. Even if a lot of creatures die, they can still in response take him out, and it does not do too much. So we're gonna try how many wins and how the matchups feel with the upgraded version. We're against loot. Ooh, we drew double red. Okay, but I'm not a huge fan. Take the Verge, we have mountains. Keep removal open. Next turn. I'm gonna play Squeeze faster. If they have removal, it's only one creature. I get to keep the goblin. We're against Loot, the Pathfinder. It's a ramp deck that has a lot of value. I'll be able to play it next time. So I think we play the Siege Breaker. Because Luke can take it out. Next turn we're gonna have 5 mana. We're gonna shoot the Sheriff. If he plays the Secret, he bounces and really doesn't do much. Alright, GG's. We're against a Mimpakal. Removal is key in this matchup. We don't have 3 lands. We don't have a turn 2. Would we burst? If we don't draw a land, we lose. I think we have to mulligan. Our own Mimpakal. Same problem. Risk it. We have 2 turns to draw a land. Hopefully we can get there. We have removal. As long as we draw a land turn 3, it's playable. Off the bat. Because it gets countered by Mimpakal. Huge. I'm going to play my commander first. Very important because red has a lot of cheap removal and it can hit our 2 toughness and Mimpakal. If we play theirs, we can take it out. If they take out our commander, we can bring it back. If we draw a land, that'd be great, because we can double spell. Okay, so they went for the aggressive land. Here, the most important thing is to take out their commander. That's the key. If we can generate a board, that's great. Fortunately, we didn't draw lands. So he's setting up. Okay, so he wants to play his own creature. We got a couple options. I think the best one is to play our own and outrace him. Because he has to pay 5, has to create it. These versions may run board wipes, so we're still not out of the woods. If they play their own Imodane, that's where Lord Skitter's Butcher comes in. Gives all our creatures menace. Except the ones that it creates. Play Imodane, because the trigger comes later. And we're on 3 lands, barely. It's enough. So there are possible plays to just board wipe us. Here they're making a creature. Trying to block. Ooh, the menace can be a problem here. We can double our triggers. We can give our creatures menace, so they have to choose. You got options. If they give them menace, how much damage are they taking? If they block the Imodane, we are taking 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we do it. I think we do it. Gain menace. And make him choose. If you want to go for the safest blocks, take the damage here. Here we threaten. We can double our triggers here. We're declining. The rat still gets to hit. Hopefully we draw lands. Lands would be good because we could play squee, keep threatening. I'm drawing well. Unfortunately, he didn't draw our land. This game may be over. We needed to draw. Okay, huge. Okay, that saves us. Problem is we don't do much. I think it's over. We needed to have drawn a land before. If we drawn a land, we could have maybe double spelled, but now we're too far behind. Alright, GG's. Mulligan, that hand was mid. This is too slow. Now we have to mulligan. Alright, this is better. Take out the burrow, it's the most expensive spell. You have no white. Problem with 3 color decks in Standard Brawl. Oh, that's huge. Very, very. To hit all our colors. So we're against Codis, the Fang Keeper. It's an indestructible creature. Alright, sacrifice. It deals damage to number 2 target creature. We can hit itself, right? What does this do? It doesn't matter. Pretty slow hand, okay. We can safely play our commander here. We can bring him back. This guy is pretty much a steal deck. Steals stuff. Steals our cards from our board. We got an option. He didn't play his land. He haven't played. I believe he did. Alright. Okay, it is. Option there. I was thinking whether we War Leader Skull or we take out the elf. If he didn't draw his land, it's a better play. War Leader Skull pushes the board. I think the best play was to remove the elf because his commander is indestructible. And if he doesn't draw the land, that's big for us. Okay, release. Okay, we have all our lands, removal. I like the hand. I need a plains or a swamp. We're against Ralcrat and Wit. Makes otters. Spell Slinger deck. So we have White's more important. Keep removal up. Next turn. Okay, this guy has counter magic. We can force interaction with Squee. I like. And if he has a counter spell, we get him out of him. And if he dies, it stays in the graveyard anyways. So this forces his hand. If we're gonna get a spell counter, it's gonna be Squee. This is a matchup. The moment he taps out, we want to play Voice. So he has another counter spell. We can play our commander or the enchantment. The enchantment is fine. I think we're playing it. This forces another counterspell, which we want to do. It's not the end of the world if it goes. In these matchups, it just counterspell tribal. We want to force them to counter everything. And then the moment they tap out for the commander is where we want to play voice, want to play double spell. So we're gonna see what he tries to do. Out. This is where we have to strike. We unfortunately don't have the little lines.
Together we can shift the current.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Because I would like to double spell here. White. All our spells require white. That's really bad. I think we have to play Zurgo. Keep removal open. Not the best, not the best. We may lose the game by not playing double spells this turn. They still have the board wipe. He can draw. Play a lot of otters. Gonna transform our commander.
I can
Do
invent
we
my
mind? We can in response take him out. But I do like the mana. We need double white, that's the important thing. I think we take out our own commander. Take him out. Yep. If he counters that, I'm okay with it. Because I burn another counter spell. And I bring him back. I don't have a reanimation spell. We need to draw a swamp or a plains here. A white source. We will lose the game if we don't draw those lands. Nah, we draw a mountain. That's pretty bad. Because we can only spell once. We're in deep trouble here. Deep trouble. I think we've played voice here. We have mana to pay, wants to counter.
Another
Okay.
genius idea, Byron.
Force another counter spell. Can we play Squee here? No. Okay, let's see if we can burn his resources. It's a very difficult matchup. We didn't draw our white. We didn't draw reanimation spells.
Thanks for the helping
We
paw.
need one more spell. It looks pretty over. Let's see. Finally draw a swamp. It looks tough. Let's play a Mimpakal. We finally drew our white. He has most likely another counter spell here. We can try to force. That blocks here. We can give haste. I think it's our only way out. If he has another counter spell, just make him have it. We're too far behind on the board. Try to pressure Brawl if he has a bunch of removal. Pretty much our desperation play at this point. Is there a game to lose? Guys. That's an okay block.
You
Don't want it
really
to
make
ultimate.
my whiskers bristle.
We can finally play Squee. Let's see, drew removal. Now we need to draw creatures. Okay, Milltown. He's gonna board wipe.
Gotta work with what's available.
The big problem here is, well, at least he gets to discard. That's the good news. The bad news is we have counter magic up. Ral has 7 HP. If we play Squee, we can do damage here.
You get to be my protege today.
Interesting. I do like Squee, does the damage, and we can pay the 2 if we need to. Let's see, he has another counter spell or removal. There's a lot of spells he can draw, but here is we have to pressure. He can't ultimate. He can also draw. Blocks the token, that's good for us. It's a blocker we don't have to deal with. Yep, more removal.
I can invent.
It's fine. Here at this point is trying to take out resources. Spend resources as much as possible.
I am.
He has a
confident this will
bounce. Just went for full draw. This is our time where we have to hit. He has a 1 mana spell.
work. I thirst for information.
I don't know, we can win. I think it's over. It's been a good game. It's that land we didn't draw lost us the game. We're against the Vault, Orbital Virtue. Play our Goblin. It's Flying Lifelink, spells have Delve. A deck that tries to ramp. And then play a bunch of spells with Delve, thanks to the Lifelink, even though they cost life. Alright, we go for the hit. White land. I think we don't need another burn spell. Okay. We get to punish that. He may have counter magic up, so you have to be careful. We play our commander here. What is the card of the okay? Alright, so he just wants to know. Two or fewer. We have to play our commander because we have a 1-drop that has mobilize. At this point, we probably want to play the tap land and then the untap one, so we can play 2 spells in turn with 5 mana. Here we need a pressure, we have something scary, we take it out. We have Lord Skitter. Take out a spell with Delve. What is the scariest? Maybe Kira? Like they have Bore-ups on 4. There's 1. There's also some 5 mana. There's 1 5 mana Bull wiping off, so it can still have removal. A Leveler that's expensive. Here. What do we do? Heavy is good, it's the most mana efficient. This does quite a bit of damage. And we have mana open for removal. I think we do it. The most damage. Yep, and this finishes the game. Because we do. This 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna be hitting them for 7, 7, 14. Yeah, we threaten lethal next turn. Good game. Okay, so we're gonna do the post-game analysis for Zurgo, Thunder's Decree. We played 2 versions, the budget version and the one that uses rares. And probably the biggest conclusion difference between the two is the queue really doesn't discern how many rares you have in this deck. That was the biggest takeaway. I felt I played against nearly the same competition with no rares and with deck full of rares and mythics. So it does worry me a bit for a new player that just wants to hop in. Even if they don't have the upgrade lands, the competition is still as fierce. It may not be as difficult if you go full rares and mythics. The queue may be a bit better, but in my opinion, I felt it was nearly identical. And we had the struggle of lands. I felt most of the games, if we lose, is because we are in 3 colors. Even in Standard Brawl, one of the biggest issues is we were not consistently hitting our colors. The verges, sometimes we don't hit the Plains or Swamp, we're getting only mountains. So it may be realistic to cut to 2 lands or even 1 and run more dual color lands, even though we risk to having more tapped lands. The colors is probably the biggest problem with the deck, but all in all, it's a very powerful commander. In standard, this is the standard Brawl version. Even in the Brawl version, it's still quite good. For upgrades from standard Brawl to Brawl, it wouldn't be that much. Mostly would be the lands. The standard Brawl works perfectly fine. As all-stars with the deck are definitely reanimation spells. Either when you're playing a 3-mana commander, you want to have these spells. They are very, very useful because not only are we can reanimate our commander, we can reanimate other powerful cards like Amin Pakal we did in the mirror. If we play our own Amin Pakal, even if it dies, we can bring it back. Other interesting cards you can add to the deck are Hazoret. Hazoret is interesting. Hazoret allows us to... I'm not getting it. Is it with a Z? Yes, Hazoret the Godseeker can get target creature with power 2 or less cannot be blocked is a good inclusion with the deck. Ooh, and white. I'm not. Oh, because yes. Caretaker's Talent is also not bad in the deck. And ooh, I'm not. Delny's the other one I was looking for. Can also make our commander unblockable. They're good inclusions, but the deck is pretty heavy on 3-drops. We already have 11, so there are decent upgrades. Also, Mardu Siegebreaker is very good on its own. So I absolutely recommend this deck. This is good in Brawl, Standard Brawl. We want to try the Standard Brawl version, and it performs very well into most matchups. I would say the biggest issue is hitting you're consistently hitting your 3 colors and having some interaction if need be. So thank you for watching. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and comment below what other decks would you like to see. Thank you.